Good morning. We are Thursday. Thursday the 27th of August. We are day 176 of 365 days of morning routines and rituals with me, Carla Marie. Yesterday I did do a video. YouTube didn't upload it. So it's in the archives on YouTube. I will do a double load today. So you get two days in one today. I think it was the weather. We had thunderstorms and things here in Perth yesterday. And I'm assuming the weather just didn't want to upload whatever I posted. So I think after 5 hours of trying to upload it, I deleted it and then re-uploaded it. So, and if I'm honest, I didn't actually go back and look. So I'm hoping it's that. But that's okay. It was just one of those days yesterday. But we were here, we showed up, we did the thing. But let's have a look at what we need for today, Thursday, the 27th. So read our Luminous Humanous book. Today's message is feeling juicy. Because you're made primarily of magic, grace, and love, when you are at home within yourself, remembering who you are and why you're here, there is a humming, a vibrating deliciousness that emits from the being like a purring of a cat. Your sweetness comes from being connected to your soul, not from your accomplishments, what's on your resume, or what's in your bank account. When you're acting from that sweet spot within you, everyone lucky enough to be in your presence feels the blessings. Affirmation. My spectacular aliveness is a result of me simply being at home within myself. I like it. My spectacular aliveness is a result of me simply being at home within myself. And I feel on that note, let's ask Jerry and Esther what we might need for a reminder for our law of attraction today. So Esther and Jerry Hicks are incredible channelers. Jerry, unfortunately, is in the ether now, but Esther, his wife, is still with us. And she connects to a frequency or an energy of what she and her husband called Abraham. And Abraham is an intelligence from the ether that they connect to. And Abraham teaches Esther and Jerry all about the law of attraction. And within all of their teachings over the years, they have really shared Abraham's learnings within that space. And he teaches us to lean in to the laws of attraction and to work with the universal laws on how we can bring in the life that we actually want to live. Now, over the years, I have worked alongside of those teachings within my own work because I believe everything is layered. There is no one thing that fits all. Everything we experience, move through, and go through is layered, including our emotions. And so, of course, one way of working on our humanness isn't going to work for everyone, right? And this is the most important reason why you should learn your fundamentals of self-love. What does each person need as a fundamental for humanness? Then you can decide what you want with your free will. That's the point of it, right? We need to know what it is that we are able to do, see, believe in, have, all of the things before we can actually manifest it in. And if we're stuck in old patterns, old systems, old beliefs, we then don't believe what's real, what's next. And so we have to change that with using the laws of attraction. Pretty wild how it all unravels together. So my financial decline will not elevate the impoverished. You cannot get poor enough to help the impoverished people thrive. It is only in your thriving that you have anything to offer anyone. If you want to be of help to others, be as tapped in, tuned in, and turned on as you can possibly be. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It reminds me of what I'm actually navigating. And we're going through a lot of changes here and working out what is next for our family, which is a really scary place to be, not gonna lie. So how do we play with the law of attraction to change the way the world is working in the moment so we can move into this frequency of receiving, right? So for me, this is something I personally do. When I know what it is that I want, it's usually because of what I've experienced to show me what I don't want. So that gives me my list straight away. It gives me something I want. I want to learn the opposite of what I've already experienced because I've already been through the negative lesson of what that may have been. I would now like to see what the positive lessons of these things are. This is how I train myself. And so, when anything that isn't in alignment comes up with that, I then have to work on that. Why is the universe showing me that this isn't in my alignment to get from me from A to B? What is it that I need to be consistent with? What do I need to change? What do I need more passion or drive or, motivation in to get to this part? Then I release that. I write through it. I'm aware of it because you need to have awareness to move through things. It's wonderful to wish upon a star and hope for that life to come in. We all want that, right? But in order to bring in what we want and we desire, we have to trick the brain. If the brain is saying that's not possible, that's what we're going to bring in because that's law of attraction, right? So if we're sitting in these spaces where we're learning to journal and release what we don't want, we can then move into these spaces of manifesting in what we do want. Now, personally, I work with the moon with this. It makes it easier to navigate. Every month, we have different moon phases. Twice a month, you have a big moon. And that's how the cycles work in a 4-week period with the moon. You'll have your new moon for 2 weeks, and then you'll have a full moon for 2 weeks, and then a new moon. It's weekly phases that the moon goes through. So you have a quarter, full moon, quarter, new moon, quarter, full moon, quarter, new moon. And that goes on a weekly basis. And this gives you an opportunity to manifest and release what it is that you do and don't desire in your journey. If you then want to go even deeper into that layering, right? Astrology. Astrology has been what every ancient culture has worked with for eons. If you go to any ancient site, you will find that a lot of the structures of their buildings face north, pointing towards the North Star, things like that. So astrology is a huge thing in the way that the earth works. So with astrology, every moon illuminates a different part of the astrology map, which means it illuminates a different part of your own self. Now, as humans, most of us are aware that we are made up of 3 different sections within those parts. So you have your sun, your moon, and your rising. So they are the 3 personality traits of who you are essentially in the world. And so with those sun, moon, and rising gifts, what you can do is you can look at each of those house aspects and work out what the theme is for that month based on your astrology. So they call this house guides. And then that house guide will show you what is either illuminating, so a theme that's being shown to you for that month or that fortnight, because every moon has that. This then gives you an opportunity to release and manifest 3 different aspects of your life 6 times a month, because remember, fortnightly basis. So when you're doing your new moon, you're looking at those 3 aspects of all the different areas you would like to manifest for that month. What is the frequency that you are now in? Because each house guide gives you a different aspect. Might be around your relationships for this month. It could be around your home. It could be all around work, finances. All of those different things are illuminated within those phases, depending on who you are. So this gives you a toolbox to work on straight away in your humanness of what do I want to release and manifest, without even having to think about your traumas, what you actually desire. It's already in your chart. It's already showing you a map. It's just we have not been taught this for a very long time, and so we don't sit with ourselves. We look outside of ourselves, because we're human, for all of those things. And so it's just this little reminder that we have that gift. We have the opportunity. We can change the energy that we're in any moment by allowing ourselves to sit with it. That is law of attraction. It gives you an opportunity every single day to make a change, to do better, to be kinder, to love harder, you know, those things, right? But it's just finding it all in balance. So we have a full moon tomorrow, and it is in Pisces. I create moon guides in school. It's not on there yet. I will do that today and upload it this afternoon, so you have something to journal with over the weekend. It just gives you advice and guidance on how to work with self more. So if you are doing the inner work, you're not sure how to begin, unsure where to even start with when you play with the moon, like this might be your little cheat sheet guide. And it's the exact same way that I started within this space, by learning how to manifest and, you know, release all of these aspects of my own self. Because if we're not willing to sit with who we are, then who is? Who is willing to sit with you? Who is willing to go into the depths of your soul and help you? Yeah, that's the thing. We have power, we have responsibility, and it's only up to us to do the work. And if we can't do the work, no one will do it for us. And so it's just that reminder, you have free will to do the thing. I'm going to leave it there today, because I feel like there's a lot of information in today's video on helping you to manifest and release, and I don't want to make it more overwhelming than it already is. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. And to end our video today, our little moments of gratitude. I am grateful that I woke up. I am grateful that I have been walking this journey so I can help others find their way back home too. And thank you for Spirit. I really am so grateful for you being in my life and redirecting my own energy when I need it, and showing me these little things of self-love to help me return home to myself. I am so grateful. Beautiful. I hope you have the most wondrous and blessed day today, doing whatever it is that you do on your wonderful journey. Remember, come back to you. Only you have the power and control to change and manifest and release all of the things that you are. So let's do it together. Love you. Have a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow.